What's up everyone? In this video, I want to walk you through exactly how I caught the bottom on QQQ today, what I seen, and how I managed my trade. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to this channel, click that thumbs up button, click that bell icon so you do not miss on any of my upcoming videos. Let's get right into this and stick around. I want to talk about another possible trade that I did miss while I was trading this. I won't say miss because this was a very nice trade. So stick around to the end for that. And I have a little announcement for you all. So basically what I wanted to see here, if you was in my Instagram live, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I give you my game plan every single morning what I see. But this 394.7 was my bounce area on QQQ. I told everyone this is my favorite setup today. I like this better than SPY. And that's saying a lot because I prefer trading SPY 9 times out of 10 to QQQ. I wanted to see this pullback and I wanted to enter this off a higher low, right? 394.7 was my level. You can clearly see that lines up fairly well with the trend here. We have an area of confluence here. Now let's go to the 5 minutes so we can look at price action on the lower time frame. What I seen before I entered. So I told everyone, I said I don't want to enter off the initial touch. I want to see and watch price action here. Ideally, I want a candle to open above that level on the 5 minute. To respect this level, candle open above. And I want to see some buyers coming in, right? Ideally, you want to see some aggressive buyers in this area. So we come down, touch my level. We dip below a little bit. We entered right here with calls. I went with the 396s. 395 or 396s would have been fine for this trade. I went with the 396 calls. I added twice, right? So my first add was here. Second ad, we dipped down, I added here. My average was around 65 on these, if I'm not mistaken. And my stop loss was below a key level. I was watching it on NQ. Keep in mind, if you're trading QQQ, you want to keep an eye on NQ as well. They work well together. I'm sure a lot of my futures traders out there already know that. And if we lost this trend here, as you can clearly see, that would have been a good sign to possibly get out of the trade. But anyways, we got in. We had a nice push up to VWAP here. This was my first trim. Now I want to point this out. I'm going to be completely honest. This trade, I sold 3/4 of my position at VWAP. Right, I was going to leave a quarter of my size to run. Told everyone my stops were at my entry point. And when this pushed down, the premium fluctuated so badly on the 0 DTEs, it stopped me out of my runners. And I didn't get to capitalize on this big move you see here. That's okay. It went from 65 to 82. You know, that don't seem like a lot of money. But that's a pretty good percentage return in minutes, right? Where else we're going to get that type of return? A lot of people in Team Bull held. You know, some people had a better average than I did. They added most of position down here. Their average was in the 50s, and they never got stopped out here. I called my exact position out inside Team Bull on live voice and inside the admin trading floor. So this was text and through speech, okay? So, you know, some people held and they caught this move up here. Contracts absolutely exploded 100% plus, 200% plus. Some people caught that entire move. I love to see that. Unfortunately, followed my plan. I like to keep my risk management on point, especially when trading with the team, you know. One thing I don't like is Team Bull taking bigger losses when it's not proper risk management, right? Not that they should follow me. You know, we're education based. We focus on education, not signals. I just have trade ideals, you know. So now let's look at that trade that could have been. I did give my trade idea on this, though I never entered this personally. For those that's been trading with me for a while, you know I love trading SPX levels using SPY or ES futures, right? This 4607 was a key area I told everyone to watch. It's a level I've had charted out for weeks now. And it come down, tested this area here, and it's never looked back, right? Honestly, this was definitely the better trade here. I like that QQQ level better. The reason was it was more obvious to me looking at, right? It's more apparent where it was going to bounce than as to looking at SPY. I don't, you know, some of that comes from experience, and some of it just comes from that area of confluence nearly lining up with that trend line, as you all can see on the QQQ chart we viewed earlier. I told everyone once we hit this level, I said the next resistance I have is at 463. Don't see anything stopping us until we get there. You're probably wondering, like, why didn't you re-enter? Here lately, if I catch one good trade, two good trade, I call it quits, right? The more I trade, the more I tend to give back. I don't know if that's just me. but I like to get in, catch my 30% plus trade. Sometimes it runs over 100% with my runners. Get in, take that A plus setup, that trade I had in my game plan pre-market, get out, lock in my profits, and go work on my other incomes. Now, that's all I have for the recap. The announcement I had in Q1 of 2024, I'm dropping something huge. It's going to be a game changer for so many traders. Could be the best ideal I've ever had. I do expect it to actually change the day trader success rate. That's what I'm hoping for. Working very hard to put as much value in it as possible. I cannot say much about it now, but stick with me. Go subscribe right now. Go to grizzlytrades.com, or you can go to the link in the description. Join my email list. That's where you'll receive updates for it, and you'll receive a free newsletter. Appreciate all you that stuck with me this long. It's been a crazy journey. I hope you all are doing amazing trading. That's all I have for this video, and I'll see you next time.